Hey guys, welcome to my 6-month Japanese update. Just a quick start off. I'm Aaron, or Tiger, however you know me. If you didn't watch my 1-month update and my 3-month update, you might want to go do that to figure out where I was at in Japanese before we got to this lovely 6-month. So some quick stuff if you don't want to watch those videos, you just want to know. I actually started off learning Japanese in early 2018 because of the movie Your Name. And I didn't really immerse consistently. I would immerse every now and then, but I watched a lot of anime with English subtitles, so there's that. And I would read manga in Japanese sometimes, but not often because it was always just not. It was difficult for me at that time, so I didn't get a lot. But I did get a lot of the basics cemented, luckily. So coming to not MIA anymore, sorry, but going to an immersion based learning, I was kind of ahead of most people, where I knew a lot of kanji at that point, and I knew a good amount of grammar and vocab, so I was able to really push myself forward very quickly. So now we got that done, let's talk about how my current study plan's been going and everything. So for Anki, I forget where I was on Anki last time, but I'm now done with the JLPT N5 deck, the Tango deck, the N4 deck, and the N3 deck. So that's awesome. Everyone kind of shits on the Tango decks and says you don't even need to do 5. I think it's kind of good to do. I think N5, N4, and N3 are all really good to do, because that's if you're doing that every day, that's a constant 10, 15, however many words you want every single day that you don't need to worry about sentence mining for. And those are a good amount of those words do come up, especially in the N3. I find a lot of them in immersion, a good amount. So I think it would be a good idea to do all those if you're wanting to. Plus it's a really good foundation of all the way up to the N3 words, which is a good amount of Japanese to just know. My sentence mining deck is currently at 724 cards. My goal was to get it to 700, and then I've been stopping because I have a lot of all those cards are in there, but not all of them are learned so far. So I stopped once I hit over 700 for a little bit. I said but I would stop when I got to the point to make this video. So I think I have 180 cards that I need to actually learn. So I'm gonna go through those, then I'll start adding sentence mining cards again. My sentence deck from Misa videos is at 130 cards. I kind of stopped adding cards to there because I figured out that I just wanted to watch the videos and intake whatever I got, and then see it all in immersion, and then let it stick from there. So I stopped really making sentences. Same with my Take Him sentence deck. I'm at 7 cards, but that's also because I just wasn't reading Take Him, because that shit was it's so hard for me. And I'll speak more about grammar stuff in a bit, but it's difficult. So I didn't make that many sentences when I was reading through it the second time I was going through it. So from my immersion so far, I have a total of 180 anime hours. I have 103 volumes of manga read, so over 100. Woo! In 6 months, pretty happy. Those volumes were a mix of furigana, and no furigana. So got a lot of different types of reading there. Light novels. I don't know if I mentioned this at the third one, but I started reading light novels after that, or around that time. I finished my first light novel, which was this. Santa Claus o koroshita, Soshite, kisu shita. Sorry about my terrible Hatsuon. Japanese, wow, we're cool. Yeah, first light novel I finished. Really enjoyed it. It's about 300 pages. The length is the page, all the words per page is pretty good. I was very happy with myself when I finished it. It felt really good to do that in under 6 months. That was really, really neat. Gonna keep going with light novels. I have another one, Mata onaji yume o miteta. So I'm already, see how many pages we're in this one. 70 pages in. Those are the words, yeah. So really enjoying light novels. I've been reading a lot in December, so I'll talk a little bit after I finish these about immersion in the last couple of months, but I've been reading a lot, so that's awesome. YouTube videos, I'm at 152 hours. mainly VTubers or Let's Players. That's basically what I've been watching. A lot of VTubers. Okayu. Oh my god, if you watch Okayu, we're the same, okay? Love Okayu. She's the shit. 12 hours of dramas. Haven't really watched much. Some of them I'm like almost done with. I think Alice in Borderland it's called or whatever. Like that's the English title. It just came out on Netflix. That one, I saw the trailer on YouTube and I was like, I kind of want to watch this. So I'll probably watch that one. But yeah, dramas have been nothing. Video games. So this will be fun. I don't think I've ever had a video game section, so I'll talk about this. I've played Persona 5, which is I thought it would be harder, but it's not. It's actually not too bad to get through. I have to do a lot of lookups for like important details. Not important details, but like things that flesh out the story a little bit more. So I learned a lot of words like while I was playing it. I haven't been recently because of finals at school, but Persona 5, oh my god, like I was scared of playing it, but it's been so much fun. Like playing in Japanese, it's awesome. I have about 23 hours in that. That's only after like a week of game time. I have 23 hours. I also got Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, the remaster that came out. It's only out in Japan so far, but I got it through the PlayStation 4 store. I have 10 to 15 hours. I can't really remember where I am. Somewhere around there. I have to go back to it, but yeah, I have 10 to 15 hours in that. I played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I have about 20 hours in that. I'm almost done with it. I don't know why I haven't finished it. Also, I forgot to write down my total hours of immersion. And my total amount of hours of immersion so far is 346 hours and 10 minutes. Immersion was low in November. Like very low. And it's low so far this month in terms of active. Not like as low as November. November started out with the elections here in the US. So, and I'm very into politics, so that took up a lot of my time, and I just focused a lot of my energy on that and my anxieties toward that rather than Japanese. So that kind of took the whole thing of November for me, because that happened, and then I was sort of not demotivated. I was just going through some, like, if you're learning Japanese or any language, you know what I mean, but like going through a lot of self-doubt that caused me to just not do anything, even though I kind of wanted to do stuff. So it was a hard month in terms of immersion, and yeah, and mindset, which I'll talk about mindset in a bit. But yeah, it was a difficult one. So November wasn't great for that. December is way better than that. I'm watching shit every day and reading shit every day. Mainly reading. Like, I read a lot of manga at the beginning. I'm reading this light novel every day so far since I started it, like 4 days. I'm really enjoying it, so I'm going to keep that up. So I've been reading a lot. So it's not like I'm not getting, like, immersion. I'm just not getting a lot of, like, active listening. I'm still getting it, just not, like, a large amount. But I am reading a lot, so it's not that I'm not getting Japanese. I am, I promise. So for grammar, still read through a large portion of Take Him. I'm trying to read through it again to get better understanding of sentences and mind some sentences. It's very boring for me, but I'm going to try to push through because I know once I do it, I don't have to do it again. Same with Misa videos when possible. I want to watch the videos. Like, if I could watch one a day and just get like a little bit of an understanding of a new grammar point, don't even need to take sentences, just watch the video. That'd be awesome. It's just hard for me because I'd rather be immersing than doing that. But I feel like if I do get ahead in the grammar game of like understanding a lot more and getting exposed to a lot more and have a bit of like a actual understanding, I'll get way better with immersion. Because there's something, sentence structures in immersion, I think I understand, but I never got a formal grammar explanation. So I'm like really shaky on whether I understand it. So if I get a formal explanation and I know, okay, so this is what it actually means, it'll help me understand it way more in immersion and get it better. So my thoughts on my progress and my current skill level. Very surprised, mainly. The fact that I've been playing Persona 5, like I said, with a dictionary, and I'm learning a lot and understanding a lot. It's awesome. I'm surprised that I can enjoy light novels without a dictionary. Like, I read all of this almost without a dictionary, and I understood the whole plot and like a lot of what was happening. There was a good amount of things I didn't understand, but I did understand a large amount, which is awesome. So without a dictionary, that's awesome. I am reading this one with a dictionary, though, so I can learn more words. Because the other one, I realized I could have learned a lot of words if I just used a dictionary. You know, so. Yeah, so I'm very surprised. I'm happy with where I am. I'm just not not close to satisfied, obviously. I still got a long way to go, but I'm happy for the time being of like how I'm doing. My plans for the future. So my immersion plans, basically just immerse. I don't really have anything that I'm like planning. Just do what I want as long as I get exposure to the language every day and enjoy the exposure. That's basically how I'm going to do it. I make goals. So I had goals for the 6 months. I'll talk about them quick after this. Plans for the future section. But I'm not going to, the new goals I'm not going to say in the video because there's that thing where if you tell people about things, then you get the serotonin or whatever. So then it doesn't actually, you just end up doing the goal. So I'll tell you guys what my goals were and what I accomplished for this one, but I won't tell you what my goals are for 9 months. So my Anki progress, just continue to send its mine. I'd like to hit 1,000 cards by my next update, which is only like 300 cards, which shouldn't be bad if I send its mine. Next update, not sure if it's going to be the 9-month or the 1 year, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, 1,000 cards by then. Now, this is the fun one, the monolingual transition. So I am trying to implement a J to J dictionary every now and then, but it goes either very well or it goes like, whew, this hurts my head. Like one of the two options, that's how it goes. The reason why I started thinking more about the monolingual transition was like 2 weeks ago or so. I was reading Karakaijo's no Nomoto Takagi-san, and there's a monolingual definition in that manga. She defines karakao, which is like to poke fun of someone, like to tease, like kind of. And like they literally like have the monolingual definition in the manga, and I understood it. Like I knew the English definition of the word, like the English translation, but like I was able to read the monolingual definition and get in my head what they actually mean by it when they say it in Japanese. So I saw that, I was like, maybe I should start using a J to J dictionary just to like test it out, because if I understood this definition, there's probably a lot of definitions that I do know. So that's interesting. I have a couple monolingual cards right now, probably less than 5. So I'm starting, but it's nowhere near anything. I got to get a better setup for using the monolingual dictionary in order to like really take use of it, because I tried to add one to the Migaku dictionary. It did not go well. So I need to figure out how to get one in there so that I can actually use it, because if it's not there, I'm not going to use it because my English one's in the Migaku dictionary and I love the Migaku dictionary. So I also bought 18 light novels as a present for myself for like Christmas. So I have a lot of reading materials for the future, which I'm excited about. I'm just so excited to read light novels. As a kid, I used to love to read, and I lost that when I got older, and now it feels like I found that again because it's in Japanese and it's actually incredible. I love reading so much, so it's so cool that I can like find like a new enjoyment for it again. I also bought 3 video games. I bought Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 Scramble, and the Higurashi collection, all on PS4. I got the Persona games because I'm gonna finish 5 and then go through them, and they got the Higurashi collection because I really want to play through Higurashi, and that one seems like it is the penultimate version. Is that the word? Was that word correct? No, penultimate means last. Whatever. It's like the best version to get because it has all of the stories and it has some extra stuff. So I decided to do that, and I get to play it on PS4 and get some trophies. Woo! So I got that. So they'll get here within the next couple days, I think, which is really cool. I also downloaded an actual novel. It's the novel, I forget what the name it's called, but there's a manga series, like All You Need Is Kill, I believe, that is based off the manga. I believe so, or I'm conflating 2 different stories here. But it was an author who had a very shit life. He wrote this story, and it was the final novel before he unfortunately killed himself. And just apparently like it's a really good novel, and I want to read it, so I downloaded it. It's only like 300 pages, so I'm gonna slowly work my way through that once I like sit down and actually want to do it. Now here's a new section that I put in my outline: worries and doubts. Everyone's had these while learning, and I feel like update videos don't necessarily say it much. They just kind of tell you how good they're doing, and then wait till the next video. But this has been, since the 3 months, this has been the most, like, the longest this has been another 3 months. And it's been, during those 3 months has been a lot of worries and doubts, basically. It's comprised of a lot of it. So I want to actually talk about it, to let you guys know where I am in terms of my, like, mind towards this, because everyone's going to have these issues. So I just want to, like, let everyone know that it's fine and you're not the only one. Just see if anyone will give me any help in the comments, possibly. So this is probably the one that I feel the most, and I get hit with it a lot. I feel like I'm behind, and I know there's a lot of people at the 6-month update who are not at the point of reading light novels. Like, I know I'm not behind. However, I feel in my head that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Whether that's true or not, it feels that way. It's as if I'm making up these people in my head and just saying, like, well, these people are at this point at 6 months. You're not there. And that's really, like, getting me, even though I know that, I mean, I am ahead of where a lot of people are at their 6-month updates from ones I've seen. I wrote down here, it's probably just big imposter syndrome, but I feel like I'm behind where other people are at their 6-month mark. Been feeling that a lot, and I'll get into more reasons why in a bit. Having some self-doubt issues, mainly with the end of November. A lot of the, can I actually do this? Am I really getting better? I can't tell. Is this working? Stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like I'm not going anywhere. Same thing as the last one. Like, feel like, is this actually working? Am I learning anything right now? I know it's wrong, and I am, and I can see progress a lot, but it's different when you're, like, not studying towards a test type thing like that, and you don't have, like, a benchmark to be like, oh, I'm getting better. So that's just something I gotta, like, toss out and get rid of, because that is just terrible. This goes on with the feeling behind. I saw a Reddit post last night, probably the worst time to show me this Reddit post. Guy posted on Learn Japanese that he's at 7 months, and he's been doing a crazy amount of immersion, like chapters of light novels a day, hours and hours of anime every single day for the whole 7 months. And he's already done the full monolingual transition, has 5,000 sentence cards. That, I'm not gonna lie, like, I know you're not supposed to compare yourself to people, but that shit, when I read that, it kind of hurt, because I was like, wow, he is literally, like, 3 towns over in terms of Japanese than where I am. Like, 7 months in and already full monolingual is absurd to me. Like, I'm just now again at the point where I think I'm comfortable enough to begin to make that monolingual transition. And I know it's like, oh, immersion mounts and all that is different, so obviously, but, like, it does, the month number sucks, because you should compare based on hours and stuff rather than months, because 7 months for one person is different than 7 months for another person in terms of how much they actually did. But when you do see the month number, and it is, people do, like, put in the title of their videos, like I am with this one, you do tend to notice it. And if you see your month number is higher or near another month number and their progress is way different, it does hurt sometimes. And that's, yeah, that was, it did get to me a little bit last night. I thought about that a lot before I went to bed. Here's a little happiness though from that. I watched Phantom Madman's video, which if you don't know, I will link it. He's a guy who did AJATT for like 3 years. He's fluent. He's good at Japanese. It was a long video, like 2 hours. It was his final update for his 3 year. And it was a really good video in, like, a lot of ways. Helped me feel better about Japanese. It helped me feel better about just existing, kind of, which is odd, but it did. And it was very eye-opening in a lot of ways towards Japan, towards Japanese, towards the whole journey itself. And I do recommend that everyone watches that video, especially if you're learning, like, Japanese. If you're learning another language, you can still watch it. It might be helpful. But it was one of the best videos that I've gotten to see in terms of, like, making me feel better about where I am and making me feel better about the whole thing itself. So I really recommend that. I can't stress that enough. I'll link his Twitter, and I'll link the video down below, because I think Phantom Madman's a really cool guy. All right, we are at the conclusion of another update. Oh boy. So, recommendations as always. For manga, Gakkou Gurashi, Domestic Girlfriend, and Ayakashi Triangle. All pretty easy to read series. I would just go for that. I'm not going to give, like, a full explanation of all of them, but I'll just go through. For light novels, I recommend Santa Claus o Koroshita, Soshite kisu shita. Definitely. Pretty good. First light novel was good. Enjoyed it. Not hard. Not hard. It had difficulties, but it was like, I can get through it. So if I can get through it and you feel like you're around the same place as me, go for it. Anime, Demon Slayer, Tonikaku Kawaii, and Attack on Titan. 3 very good shows. Probably know 2 of them at least, Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. Tonikaku Kawaii is airing this season, and it is adorable. It's a nice slice of life, and I'm just watching it, and it's easy to understand. It's one of those ones where I don't need to shut off my brain, but I know I can watch it, and I don't have to strain to understand like Attack on Titan. I'm currently watching Attack on Titan to catch up so I can watch as it airs now for the final season, and it is an experience. I gotta really, really, really pay attention to do it. Also, another one I started last night. I watched 2 episodes. It's called Kamisama ni nattahi, the day I became a god or whatever. It's airing this season as well. It's on Japanese Netflix. I recommend. Very easy as well. Same with Tonikaku Kawaii. I was watching it and I was just like, huh. Like, I would just sit there like blank face and just like laugh at parts because I was just understanding it in Japanese and it wasn't a problem. So, I recommend that one. For YouTubers, all the other YouTubers from previous videos still stand. You can go back to those descriptions and find them. But I'm going to recommend some VTubers because that's what I've been watching a lot of. We got Korone. Korone's Korone. Everybody knows her. Love her. She cutest dog ever, right? Okay. Perfect. Then Okayu. Okayu is like chill as hell. You want chilled Japanese girl to just like talk and play video games and you just vibing. Just watch Okayu. It's awesome. For drama, Terrace House. Might have mentioned this already, but Terrace House. That's what I was watching when I watched a little bit of drama last month. Terrace House. It's a classic. You either like it, you don't like it. Please like it because it's good. Video games, I'm gonna have to recommend Nocturne, Pokemon, and Persona 5. Persona 5, I definitely recommend if you believe you can do it in Japanese because I think it's a lot. It's one of those games where a lot of talking happens and a lot of dialogue. That I just said the same thing twice. So it's gonna help you with Japanese. You're gonna get exposed to a lot of words a lot. So I think games like Persona 5 are really important to play in Japanese if you have an interest in them and you're willing to like go through the dictionary while you're playing and look up whatever you don't know. So it's good. I learned a lot from it that stuck just for my 23 hours of playing. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the word for phantom thieves is kaito, and it has the kanji from kaiju at the front, and then the kanji from like nusumu, like to steal. I'm pretty sure. If I got that wrong, then don't listen to me on anything ever, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, like stuff like that, like are just sticking from playing. So that's on the recommendations. I will probably do an update at either the 9-month or the year mark. I'm not sure. I said this with the 3-month update as well. I was going to skip 3 months and go straight to 6 months. However, I got a lot of progress in those 3 months, from 1 to 3. So I made a 3-month update. The same thing might happen here, right? Might get really good in the next 3 months. Might make the full monolingual transition. And then I feel like I have to talk about that. It's a big part of the journey. So we'll see. You'll most likely see me in 3 months. So February 15th, 2021. And then year 1 after that. But there's a good chance that I don't wait till the year mark to make the next video. So I think that's important to say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe to YouTube. I got other videos here, like Japanese videos and speedrunning videos that are old. But feel free to subscribe so then you know when I actually upload these updates, because I feel like some people like to follow the same person's journey. So if I find like a YouTuber that's doing like AJATT updates or something, and I enjoyed their first video that I watch, I'll always subscribe so that I can see their like consecutive videos. I'm bad at English today. Oh my god. Consecutive videos in their journey. So yeah, feel free to subscribe. I appreciate it. In the description, I will have my Twitter. You can follow that. I tweet a lot. Sometimes good, sometimes bad things. Funny sometimes, not funny sometimes. You know, it happens. And I also have my book meter where you can see like all the books I'm reading and like how much I'm reading a day and all that. So yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, my goals. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, quick. So my goals were to finish the light novel, hit 100 volumes of manga read. I did that. The games I wanted to finish, Let's Go Pikachu, did not do that, but that's okay. I got hooked into other things. I'll still finish that. I wanted to hit 700 sentence cards, and I wanted 400 active listening immersion hours. I hit the 700 sentence cards, did not hit the 400 active listening because November was bad. If November was like a normal month, I would have hit it easily. That's everything. Sorry, I forgot that and let it in at the end. This is out of order now from what I said I was going to do. I apologize. But thank you guys so much for watching. And as I said, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I will see you guys again probably at my 9-month update. If you're learning Japanese, good luck. Keep going. If you're learning any language, good luck. Keep going. I believe in you. If you're not learning a language, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Good luck. I believe in you in whatever you are doing, though. Thanks, guys.